Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the top 5 games that benefit the most from being accelerated by the ZX Spectrum Next. First up we have hard driving. Now anybody who's played hard driving knows that the developers moved mountains to get this on the Spectrum. But let's be honest, it plays like a dog. Very low frame rates. Graphically, it's very tidy, but the frame rates are abysmal. Now, with the help of the power of the Next, we can see the difference. So, what you're going to see first is the 3.3 megahertz, the normal speed of a normal Spectrum. And as you can see, it's terrible. It's just absolutely abysmal. Now we're going to jump straight into 7 megahertz here, because as you can see, I don't know what frame rate is that, but it's a joke. But in 7 megahertz, look at that, what a difference. It's almost a playable game. Again, we can knock it up to 14 megahertz. Hey, now we're cooking. I think the top 28 megahertz it's a bit too fast. So I would say the sweet spot is 14 megahertz. Yeah, definitely 14 megahertz. That's the sweet spot. I mean, you could play it at 7, but it does feel a little bit slow still. We'll just try that again and make sure we're happy with that. Yeah, that's definitely the sweet spot. Right there. So the next game I have is Star Strike 2. There's a lot of 3D stuff in this game, so as you'll see, when you launch in normal mode, it's a little bit slow, but impressive still for the Spectrum on its day. But we'll redock. That takes a long time. And we'll try it at 7 megahertz, and I think you'll agree almost straight away. It makes a massive difference. Let's get again we'll go. Yep. And then we'll dock again. Look how quickly that docking is. And then we'll try 14. And this should be silky smooth. Yeah, look at that. Try docking. So it's trying to get the sweet spot, really. I would say on this one, you're probably looking between 7 and 14, depending on how you want to play it. That's lovely, look at that. That's like playing Elite, that. Yeah, I would say that's the sweet spot. Yeah. I think I'm actually losing my legs here. I'm not supposed to hit that. Just to fly through the gaps. Yeah, definitely, that's a sweet spot. Next, we have one of my all-time favourite games, Stunt Car Racer. And again, this is a hell of a result getting this to work on a normal Spectrum. And it was playable, but it wasn't very smooth. The frame rate wasn't great. So a little bit of luck, we'll just put in caps and joystick. A lot of people have been asking why my name's Gotang. That's a long story. But put in the comments if you know why or who Gotang is. Show your age if you can remember. So, ski jump. Now, fingers crossed, this will look a bit more smoother. So, I'm so used to playing this on other systems. The Amiga is where I played on it the most, just for the fact. Change that to 7. Just for the fact that you could link two Amigas or Amiga and an ST together, for multiplayer, and that's what we used to do. Drilled a hole through the bedroom wall in my flatmate. He had an Amiga and I had one, and we just played this all the time. It was great. So there you go, 7 megahertz. That is, I would say, playable. Let's get up to 14. Definitely. I think that could be the sweet spot. Let's see, 28, see what that is. Not much difference, to be fair. I'd probably stick on 28. I would say 28 is probably the sweet spot on this one. Let's have a little go around. The only problem I've got with the Spectrum version of this game is all the whiteness. I would love somebody to take this on as a remake on the Next, because I think with the power of the Next and a nice colour palette, you could make this the best version of Stunt Car Racer available. Definitely. Even better than the Amiga. Yeah. Definitely 28. Oof, with a crack. There's a canny old bounce. Yeah, I would say that's up to almost Amiga speeds. Yeah, happy with that. Next game, we have Driller. Now, again, this is a massive achievement getting Driller to work on the Spectrum. But as you can see, running at its native speed, it's the reason I never played it as a kid. I just thought, this is too slow. What am I supposed to be doing? Didn't feel good at all. So let's bump that up to 7 megahertz. Now, if it had a run at 7 megahertz, I think I could have played it. That's much better. Got a bit more fluid movement, but still not where it should be. 14. I've got a feeling this is going to be the sweet spot. Yeah. Yeah. 14's good. And let's have a go at 28. Let's have a look at here. Ooh, might be a little bit too fast, believe it or not. Yeah, getting through doors and all that, be a bit of a pain. Yeah, 14. Happy with 14. Right, next we have Eye of the Mask. Now this game was, it was more of a, I think even the authors admit it was more of a tech demo than a game. But I think it's a great example to finish on. So let's get the camps working. And off we go. Look at that. Slow. And it's very buggy, this game. I don't know if anybody's really played it, but I think people mostly bought it to say, look what my computer can do. So you're a little fella and you've just got to run around these mazes, basically. 3.5, that's no good. Let's try 7. Now, 7, I would say, it's definitely between 7 and 14. That might be a little bit too quick, you know. Look at the way he's running, man. Yeah, that's, I mean, it looks lovely and smooth going through the corridors, but the little fella's, he's knackered. Yeah, I would say for me 7 to 14 megahertz is definitely the sweet spot on that. Yeah, that animation's rock solid there. A bit too quick. I would play 7. I think 7's my sweet spot on that one. Well, that's the end of another video, guys. Thanks, like and subscribe. Let's get the channel growing. I'm not after any Patreon money or anything like that. There will be hardware videos coming. Unfortunately, before I had the idea to do this channel, I fixed pretty much everything that I had So I'm just trying to pick up some old broken 8-bit computers, 16-bit computers, so I can do repair videos for you, and also expanding videos and stuff like that. But them will all be coming soon, guys. There's plenty more Spectrum Next stuff to come, and I'll see you soon. Thank you for your support.